The program began as an idea that I brought to Ohio University when I joined the faculty in 1983 and 1984. I had been doing work for groups like UNESCO and the World Bank and others, and I found that this university already had the infrastructure, the professors, the resources needed to create a program of this nature.
We projected something like 5 students per year for a total of no more than 15 at any one time. Well, of course, it isn't turned out that way, that in fact each year we're admitting close to 15 students, and the total at any one time will be more than 30 students on campus. So it turned out to be a much larger program with a much bigger impact than we had anticipated at the beginning.
And what I saw at OU was an integrated strategy that brought together theory, method, language, geographic area, and technique to deal with this thing systematically and drawing upon experiences that were global in scope.
I've been a professor of telecommunications since before communication and development was a program. In fact, the communication and development program was originated within the School of Telecommunication in collaboration with the Center for International Studies. And credit is due to my colleague, Joe Rota, who had the idea and convinced a number of others of us to join him in this event.
The idea was to try to establish a program that would focus on the use of information and communication for social change. We took a couple of years to develop the program, and in 1986 we welcomed the first 2 students.
Enabling people to access information and make their own decisions. And I think that was really the lesson that was reinforced for me when I was in CommDev, was the importance of creating opportunities for exchange, and that being the most fundamental service that we as communicators could offer people.
Then the role of communication is to bring those voices, to bring those concerns, to bring those needs, to bring those aspirations to the fore.
Communication and development is using techniques and strategies and different ways of communicating in order to promote social change. And social change is a complex idea, but overall it's improving qualities of lives, but in a way that a community wants to improve. It's not imposed externally, but rather a community that wants to improve their own lives and the lives of their children.
Communication is something that people take for granted a lot. But, in CommDev, we actually take it seriously. And we know just how much power it has to change lives, to change systems even.
I would consider communication and development as the systematic and ethical utilization of a society's communication resources, all of those communication resources, to stimulate, to promote, and sustain equitable social development.
In communication development studies, we've been able to create a community of scholars, a community of professors and researchers who, rather than seeing each other as competition and being in an environment that sometimes can be counterproductive, we've tended to realize that we all can learn from each other, we all can share, and we all need to develop this community that brings faculty and students together in a community of learners.
What the CommDev program does give us is a foundation. It lays a very strong foundation for us to be able to interact with people from different scientific disciplines. And perhaps even more important, I feel, is allows us to function across various cultural contexts.
It is the notion of social change, of using communication for social change, and I find that a richness to our program.
One of the aspects of this program that I really enjoyed was the cultural diversity. There are people really from all over the world, and it was just terrific to exchange ideas and with them, with all of them.
What I see happen over the 2 years is this transformation of somebody who's truly an action-oriented person, right? But who starts connecting to, if you will, the ideas and theories and concepts and is able to transform themselves into a professional who is able to connect, if you will, theory and practice.
Those who have more of an interest in development get to continue to build those skills and also maybe get some interaction with the production aspect of it. And those who have more training in the production side and the creative side get the skills in development that help, round out the knowledge base and their ability to be, successful when they leave Ohio University.
So while the interdisciplinary nature of the program remains a fundamental strength, at the same time we have been able to, over the years, and with the support of the faculty, incorporate a number of areas, a number of courses, new approaches to how communications and development is understood, applied, etc.
CommDev students would defy definition. And that's a great thing about them because there is so much variety. Dev student does have a certain spirit, a certain sense of community, a willingness to help others, but there are as many CommDev students as there are perspectives.
When I came in into a family of CommDevers. It was a familiar environment.
I think they have particular skills in working as team members.
They're very well experienced. They know about their countries and the development field in their countries. So I think that what I like most is like the discussions when they talk in class.
Creativity. Never accepting no for the answer.
I've also shared a lot of experience from other colleagues. For example, in video production, I also learned a lot from my colleague, with whom I did a project, professional project, the capsule project.
Most of our students, probably I would say 70 to 80% of our students, already have some fieldwork experience. So they already bring some prior knowledge and prior experience that will also add to the learning environment within the program.
The CommDevers are activists, are very people that want to actually go into the field and do something to help. They're brilliant people, liberal people, I believe.
I have always felt that folks who have joined our CommDev program are people who are committed to issues of change, are committed to issues of social justice.
They know what they're about. They know they have a conscience. It's kind of how I like to think of CommDevers. You know, they're starting things, but they have a conscience. They're out there to make things better.
Are people who you can't beat down. They're people who never give up. And so you confront some of the biggest issues of our time, and you never give up, and you always have faith that communication and dialogue is the best way to achieve social change.
The challenges are in terms of who we are and how we engage with the weak, the vulnerable, the marginalized.
You have to have this social concern, like to improve the lives of people.
The big challenge actually is to take some of the really interesting ideas that are going around in the academic community and to actually apply them to projects, and then to learn from projects to get applied back. So it's the usual problem between, academics and practitioners.
It's only if you're able to learn the mistakes people made in the past, if you're able to learn from the errors of the past, then you can really move forward in the right direction. So that has helped in some way.
CommDevers and each of us in the field, when we are invited to help, when we are invited to share, we need to be very clear about what our areas of expertise are, and more importantly, what our areas of expertise are not. So we need to be able to say no. We need to be able to say no to the work that we can do. And when we are asked to do work that we know about, always give it 200%.
The challenge is there needs to be more public awareness and emphasis on communication and development funding.
We've got to be concerned about the ethics of investment in social change. That, I think, we've always got to be constantly aware of, are we facilitating domination or are we truly nurturing emancipation?
And now 20 years have passed, and we've continued to make it better. We're looked at by other schools as kind of the place to come for communication and development studies, and so it's very exciting. And one of the things about having a 20th anniversary is it allows us to reflect about not only what we've done, but what we can still do in the future. And I think that makes this all very valuable to do.
It means CommDev is growing. It's growing in the right direction. I mean, we've been here for 20 years now. So many people have passed through this program and are doing so many wonderful things out there. It means we are growing, we are strong, our roots are strong. We're actually going someplace. We're not just a whim, something that just came and passed. We are actually growing.
As we celebrate the 20th anniversary, I think it's a time that CommDev has now come of age. We as CommDevers, I am sure, we are going to take up the responsibility, and the world is going to look up to us for solutions, for partnerships in trying to improve people's lives.
It is basically a testimony to the reputation, quality, and strength of the program.
I was here 20 years ago when CommDev was started. I was one of the founding faculty members, and I'm still here, so that makes me very happy. Each year there are new students, and this is just wonderful. So I congratulate those of you who have been a part of this process, and we look forward to next year's class and the year after that.
This is an example of sustainability at a number of levels. One, continued support from the College of Communication and the Center for International Studies. Sustainability, continued support from Ohio University. Sustainability, consistent support from faculty, right? Faculty members enjoy being part of this program. So the significance of this 20 years is not only sustainability of our presence, but it is also a rich theoretical output.
Just keep doing what we're doing and improving ourselves, improving the field, taking CommDev out, letting people know what it is that we do. Just become more visible, more active in the communities that we work in, and just keep enjoying what we're doing. Let's just keep loving what we're doing.
So I think the field has tremendous potential if used judiciously to enhance the quality of human life.
And I'm really happy to see the transformation and growth, if you will, of the CommDev program. Right? It's very much like the silkworm becoming a butterfly, and I think the butterfly is flying. So it's great to see that happen.
So for 20 years, it's been a labor of love, sustainability, and a bright future. The best days in CommDev are yet to come.
Okay, happy anniversary everybody.
أتمنى أنه تستمتعون بالوقت هنا بأوهايو أثينز لأنه مناخ جيد جدا، بالإضافة إلى أنه البرنامج ممتاز لأن يفتح الباب قدامكم إلى فرص كثيرة كثيرة كثيرة، فاستمتعوا بها، كلش خوش فرصة.
Makolo koto CommDev, mulame mchukula za muruguita CommDev ndijo.
I can say ciao a tutti, ci vediamo presto in Italia.
Chaka chabwino pamene tikondwera kutita kwanisa zaka 20 zikomo.
Communication and development, fei nami, miawe wadolo.
No se pierdan la oportunidad de pasarla bien en Athens, not Greece, but Ohio.
That's it.